Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into minimalist budgeting tips that can help you save money and simplify your life. Now, you might be thinking, Graham, minimalism and budgeting, what do those even have in common? Well, they both come down to being intentional with your resources, whether that's your money or your possessions. Minimalist budgeting is all about focusing on what truly matters to you and cutting out the excess that's draining your bank account. It's about finding financial freedom and peace of mind by simplifying your finances and making conscious spending choices. Over the next few minutes, I'm going to share 7 powerful minimalist budgeting tips that can help you gain control of your money, reach your financial goals faster, and live a more fulfilling life. So grab a notebook and let's get started. The cornerstone of any successful financial journey, minimalist or otherwise, is a well-crafted budget. I know the dreaded B word. Budgeting doesn't exactly scream excitement, does it? But trust me on this, your budget is not about restriction, it's about empowerment. Think of your budget as your financial roadmap. It gives you a clear picture of where your money is going each month, so you can make informed decisions about your spending. Without a budget, it's like driving with your eyes closed. You might end up somewhere, but it probably won't be where you intended to go. Now, creating a minimalist budget is all about simplicity and intentionality. You don't need any fancy software or complicated spreadsheets. Just grab a pen and paper or use a simple budgeting app and start by listing out all your sources of income. Next, track your expenses diligently for a month. Categorize them to see where your money is actually going. You might be surprised by what you discover. Are you spending way more on takeout coffee than you realized? Is that gym membership you never use putting a dent in your wallet? Once you have a clear picture of your income and expenses, you can start making adjustments. The goal here is to allocate your money towards your values and priorities. What are the things that truly matter to you? Is it travel, experiences, early retirement? Whatever it is, make sure your budget reflects those values. Cut back on the non-essentials, the things that don't bring you joy or move you closer to your goals. Remember, a minimalist budget is about spending consciously and intentionally, not depriving yourself. All right, so we've got your minimalist budget in place, but it's not going to do you much good if you're not actively tracking your expenses. This is where the real detective work begins. Remember, knowledge is power, and understanding where your money is going is crucial to making smarter financial decisions. Now you might be thinking, Graham, I don't have time to write down every single purchase I make. And you know what? You're absolutely right. Who wants to carry around a notebook and pen everywhere they go? Thankfully, we live in the digital age. There are tons of fantastic budgeting apps out there that can do the heavy lifting for you. Apps like Mint, Personal Capital, or YNAB, you need a budget, can connect directly to your bank accounts and credit cards, automatically categorizing your transactions for you. Talk about convenient. Plus, these apps provide valuable insights into your spending habits, helping you identify areas where you can potentially cut back and save even more. But hey, if you're more of a visual person, don't underestimate the power of a good old-fashioned spreadsheet. Create a simple spreadsheet or use a budgeting template online to input your transactions manually. The key here is consistency. Whether you prefer an app or a spreadsheet, make it a habit to track your expenses regularly. Set aside a specific time each week, maybe Sunday morning with your coffee, to review your spending and make sure you're staying on track with your minimalist budget. Okay, we've created a minimalist budget and we're diligently tracking our expenses. Now it's time to inject some excitement into the mix. Let's talk about setting financial goals. You see, without clear financial goals, it's easy to fall into the trap of aimless spending. But when you have something specific to work towards, something that truly motivates you, it becomes so much easier to stay focused and make those conscious spending choices. So, what gets you fired up? Is it buying your dream home, achieving financial independence and retiring early, traveling the world without breaking the bank? Whatever it is, write it down and get specific. Instead of just saying, I want to save more money, set a tangible goal like, I want to save $10,000 for a down payment on a condo in the next 12 months. See the difference? The more specific and tangible your goals are, the more real they become, and the more motivated you'll be to achieve them. Break down your larger goals into smaller, more manageable milestones. This makes the entire process less daunting and allows you to celebrate those small victories along the way. Remember, achieving financial success is a marathon, not a sprint. Let's face it, saving money consistently can be a challenge. It's easy to tell ourselves we'll put money aside later, but then life gets in the way, unexpected expenses pop up, and before we know it, we're back to square one. But what if I told you there's a way to make saving money practically effortless? That's right, I'm talking about the magic of automation. Automation is your secret weapon when it comes to building wealth and achieving your financial goals. Think of it like this: you automate your bills, right? You set up automatic payments for your rent or mortgage, utilities, and maybe even your Netflix subscription. So why not apply the same principle to your savings? Most banks allow you to set up automatic transfers from your checking account to your savings account on a regular basis. Choose a frequency that works best for you, whether it's weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly. The key is to make it consistent and automatic. Treat your savings like a non-negotiable expense, just like any other bill that needs to be paid. You can even automate your investments. Now let's talk about one of the most fundamental principles of minimalist budgeting: living below your means. I know, in a world of instant gratification and keeping up with the Joneses, this might seem like a radical concept, but trust me on this. Living below your means is not about deprivation. It's about freedom. It's about breaking free from the cycle of consumerism and finding contentment in experiences rather than material possessions. Living below your means simply means spending less than you earn and consciously choosing how you allocate your resources. It's about aligning your spending with your values and priorities. Ask yourself, do I really need that new gadget, or am I just buying it to impress others? Would I rather have this expensive designer item, or would I prefer to use that money to travel the world and create lasting memories? Remember, every dollar you spend is a vote for the life you want to live. By making conscious choices about your spending and resisting the urge to keep up with the latest trends, you free up more money to invest in yourself, your future, and the things that truly matter to you. Let's face it, we live in the age of subscription overload. From streaming services to meal kits to monthly clothing boxes, it seems like there's a subscription for everything these days. While some subscriptions can be convenient and even add value to our lives, it's easy to fall into the trap of accumulating more subscriptions than we actually use or need. These recurring charges, even if they seem small individually, can really add up over time and drain your bank account without you even realizing it. It's time to take control and cut the cord on those unnecessary subscriptions. Start by making a list of all your subscriptions. Go through your bank statements, credit card bills, and even your email inbox to identify all those recurring charges. You might be surprised by what you find lurking in the depths of your digital transactions. Once you have a clear picture of your subscriptions, it's time to get ruthless. Ask yourself these questions. Am I really using this subscription regularly? Does it align with my minimalist values and goals? Can I live without it? If the answer is no to any of those questions, it's time to say goodbye and hit that cancel button. Remember, every dollar you save by cutting unnecessary subscriptions is a dollar you can redirect towards your financial goals or invest in experiences that bring you joy. We've reached the final tip, and it's a big one. Mastering the art of mindful spending is crucial for anyone embracing a minimalist budgeting lifestyle. This is about being present and intentional with every purchase you make, big or small. It's about shifting your mindset from, I want it now, to, do I really need this, and will it truly add value to my life? Before you swipe your credit card or click that Buy Now button, take a moment to pause and ask yourself a few key questions. First and foremost, do I need this, or do I simply want it? There's a big difference between a need and a want. Needs are essential for your survival and well-being, while wants are often driven by fleeting desires or societal pressures. Next, will this purchase bring me lasting joy and fulfillment, or is it just a temporary fix? It's easy to get caught up in the excitement of a new purchase, but true happiness comes from experiences, relationships, and personal growth, not material possessions. Finally, is there a more affordable alternative, or can I wait for a sale? Don't be afraid to shop around, compare prices, and look for deals. Patience is a virtue, especially when it comes to saving money. Thanks for watching. If you found these tips helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more content like this. Remember, minimalist budgeting is a journey, not a destination. It's about making conscious choices that align with your values and goals. Start by implementing one or two of these tips today and see the positive impact it can have on your finances and your life. The sooner you start, the sooner you'll be on your way to achieving your financial dreams and living a more intentional and fulfilling life. See you in the next video.